I have all the confidence in the world with Joe Milton. I was talking to one of the trainers yesterday in practice last week when Hendon was in. Joe will be right behind me while I'm in the huddle. He's preparing like he was QB1 like throughout the whole year, so he's definitely prepared for this opportunity. Uh, it was just timing, you know what I mean. He was going to get his chance. Hate it had to be on these circumstances, but he's more than ready.
He's very jovial. You know, he's a guy that's always going to have a lot of juice, a lot of good energy, and he's grown a lot. I think as a leader and developed a lot as a person. I think he's got a very consistent attitude, and it's he's got a lot of juice, and he's always gonna have everybody's back in the locker room. Always going to be the same person every day.
Yeah, you continue to invest. The guys that put the most into it inevitably get it rewarded back to them. You don't know when, you don't know how, but he'll be prepared in a great way for this one. Been really consistent in his preparation as the backup all season long. Yesterday, he's in the building watching tape like he normally does, and we'll have a great plan for him and expect him to go play at a really high level and execute it.
I don't know which throw it was. I think it was maybe versus Missouri. I think one of the passes that he had, it seemed like he was like stepping back with pressure in his face and threw it like 65. It's pretty unreal. You don't see a lot of quarterbacks throw a 65 in the air like with a crow hop, into it like a baseball player. But he can just flick his wrist and it's going about 65, 70. So that's pretty unreal. He does that stuff like every day in warm up. So it's not really a surprise, but just seeing it every day you're just like, wow, that's unreal.
He played extremely well. Hate to use the word flawless, but he played extremely high level out there. It gave us a bunch of confidence. It's with the transfer portal and all that. It's hard to have two high level quarterbacks, and Joe showed us that we have two very good options at quarterback, and we have a ton of confidence playing him. We've worked all offseason on touch throws across the middle and pressing our vertical run game. He's done a great job doing that. He's touching up balls all over the field. We all know he's got the absolute howitzer of an arm, so we've worked in having him touch up the ball and work windows and working that aspect of his game because we know he's got the other shot in his bag already. It is. It's a tough spot to be in because you have to prepare as the starter with a quarter of the reps that the starter's getting as it should be. He's the one that's taking the field. He's got to get the most. He's done a really good job of making sure that he is mentally focused every single time we take the field, and he goes through his calls. He makes every call even when he's not in the game. So he's really embraced that. Okay, I understand because it happened to him on the other way of how quickly this can switch. So he's always ready to go, and that's why I said on the front end, we feel confident rolling him. We don't have a separate, okay, if Joe's in, it's this. If Hendon's in, it's this. If for whatever reason he's in there, you're calling it and you're rolling. And that's what he's earned in the way he's prepared.